A single rhino horn weighs less than 5 kilograms, but on the illegal market, it is worth more than gold, more than diamonds, and even more than cocaine. It is made of the same material as human fingernails. So how did the world convince itself to kill a 2-ton animal for something so ordinary?
Today, we uncover how rhino horn became one of the most expensive illegal commodities on the planet. From cultural traditions to global crime networks, this is the dark economy behind Africa's poaching crisis.
To understand the value of rhino horn, we need to go back centuries. In parts of East Asia, rhino horn was ground into a fine powder and used in traditional medicine. It was believed to cure fever, detox the body, and even treat severe illnesses. None of these beliefs have ever been scientifically proven. But in the last 20 years, a new trend took over. In some communities, rhino horn became a luxury symbol, a way to show wealth, power, and status. It is given as a high-end gift, displayed as art, and used in parties as a sign of success. Demand grew, and as demand grew, so did the price.
Rhino horn doesn't simply move from Africa to Asia. It travels through a sophisticated criminal supply chain. First, at the bottom are the poachers. Some are recruited from rural communities and paid a small fraction of the horn's final value. Others work directly for syndicates equipped with military-grade weapons. Once a rhino is killed, middlemen move the horn through smuggling routes, often hidden in bags, containers, or even disguised as legitimate cargo. Corruption plays a major role. Fake permits, bribed officials, and insiders who help horns slip through airports and borders. Finally, the horn reaches international buyers. Here, the price multiplies. It is carved into ornaments, crushed into powder, or stored as an investment. Every step of this chain increases the danger and the profit. 3 things make rhino horn more expensive than gold. The first is scarcity. With fewer rhinos left in the world, the supply shrinks and the value rises. The second is the risk premium. Because rhino horn is illegal, every person in the chain demands extra payment for the danger. The third is cultural value. In some countries, owning rhino horn is seen as a symbol of status and wealth. And then there is speculation. Some wealthy buyers quietly stockpile rhino horn, waiting for the day rhinos go extinct, hoping their private stash will be worth even more. This is the darkest part of the trade, when extinction becomes a profitable business.
While criminals make millions, the human cost is paid by others. Rangers risk their lives every night patrolling reserves. They face armed poachers, harsh conditions, and emotional trauma. Communities near parks are caught in cycles of poverty, where some people feel forced into poaching to survive. Meanwhile, syndicate bosses, who never step foot in a reserve, take the biggest share of the profit. The people on the ground suffer the most. The criminals at the top win the most.
The death of a rhino isn't just one animal lost. Rhinos shape the landscape. They clear paths, spread seeds, and keep ecosystems balanced. Tourism suffers when wildlife declines, and local economies collapse with it. The loss of rhinos triggers a chain reaction across the entire environment. If poaching continues, Africa will not just lose rhinos, it will lose a part of its natural identity.
There is hope. New technologies, from thermal drones to AI camera traps, are helping reserves detect threats before they strike. International cooperation is improving. Communities are being supported with jobs, education, and incentives to protect wildlife. But the future depends on one thing: ending the demand. Without buyers, the market collapses. Without a market, poaching ends.
Rhino horn became more valuable than gold because of culture, crime, scarcity, and a global black market built on myth, not science. If we want to save rhinos, we must expose the truth behind the trade and shut down the demand driving extinction. If this message matters to you, share this video, support conservation efforts, and help protect one of Africa's most iconic animals.